Sorry about the delay. We had a little bit of discussions to make for this goal, but welcome everybody to the third match of the finals of the Losers Bracket Tourney. This is an elimination match for Namitai and UMI. If either of those runners gets last place, they will be out of the tournament. If MasterMarz gets last place, then we will have a three-way match for match number 4. So our goal today is a little complicated. We'll explain it once the run starts up. But our goal today is to get all 10 ranks before beating Kaiba. And the ranks are S-POW, A-POW, B-POW, and so on. So there are 10 of those to do. We're going to add the tracker on here. And while our runners do their initial, deck resets and stuff, we'll go over the stuff we need to. Alright.
What I think would help here is the A-tag guide. If we can pull that up, we can see how the points work and determine our ranks easier.
Yeah. Alright. Is everybody ready, or do you need a little more?
I just want to pull up the A-tag guide if I can find it. It's in with the,
I know what you're talking about.
Resources.
I know what you're talking about. I don't have it. I'm gonna check resources.
It should be in the hundo pins. You just go to...
There's a rank calculator.
Yeah, that's what I'm using.
Oh, in hundo pins. Hundo pins, okay. ATAC tutorial, but that's not it.
Yeah, there's an ATAC tutorial somewhere. Where is that?
I'm not seeing what you're mentioning, so I'll just get the,
Somebody give me the calculator. Is it an online calculator, or do I have to download something?
You have to download it. It's like a small segment.
Okay, can somebody send me that?
the rank calculator, you mean?
Yeah, the rank calculator.
I just put it into your chat because I had it visible.
Rank calculator, I think everybody should be allowed to use the rank calculator.
Put it in the right stump chat really quick.
That or nobody's allowed to use a calculator. You have to freaking YOLO.
You have to YOLO it, yeah. That's the plan. Alright, just let me know when you're ready and we'll get the countdown started.
Will do.
Yeah. This goal I came up with like the night before, like Thursday night. So it's had the least amount of polish, but it's better than what I had before, so.
What the hell did you have before?
You don't want to know.
Get the beast things then.
Yeah, you have to get 10 different beast warriors before you beat Kaiba. I wanted a like restricted progress goal. 10 unique beast
yeah, the rank
warriors.
calculator will work really well for that. So this will make it a lot easier for everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm good to go then.
Okay. Everybody ready?
Yep.
Alright. Alright, and we're starting in about 10 seconds. Good luck, and if you have any suffering, I'll take the blame. Alright, so like I said, this goal is a little unique, and there's more to it than this. Our runners are not allowed to do Egypt 1. Our runners have to get all 10 dual ranks on somebody before Kaiba is defeated in campaign. And you cannot reuse the same duelist for different ranks. So the example is if you BCD DMK at the very beginning, well, you're going to get specifically a B-PAL, let's say that. Now you are...
Yes, Graham?
Now you're locked out of making progress with B-PAL.
Damn it, we just started.
You're locked out of making progress with DMK.
Why?
Do we need
I'm gonna have to
to...
take a 2-minute time loss to take my gram to the bathroom. Oh,
We could do an agreement for quick pause if you want to, before we get
Can we
anywhere.
pause for a second?
Yeah, I mean, I'm in the Friedel area, so that's fine.
Okay, I hit Friedel, I'm on the Friedel screen. Take a pause for a minute.
Alright, we're doing a quick 2-minute gentleman's agreement pause.
Check my back.
We should have said something 5 minutes.
Mars had IRL come up, but it will be alright.
Ironically,
Hey, I get more time to explain the goal.
No, Claire. But the thing I think was...
So it seems like all of our runners will opt to start with the MK. So the interesting thing is there are exactly 10 duelists that you can fight without beating Kaiba campaign. Those 10 duelists are Retz, Weevil, Mai, Keith, Shoddy, Bakura, Pegasus, Isis, Duelmaster K, and Haishin 1. So you need to beat all 10 of those duelists with a unique rank on each one. Now, let's say you S-POW Retz in campaign. You can still S-POW anybody you want, it just won't count. So if you S-POW Weevil after you S-POW Retz, then what happens is you get locked out. Well, the S-POW for Weevil doesn't count, and you do have to get a unique rank on Weevil later on.
listen to the Friedel entrance music, just vibing out.
I'll tell Mars when he gets back, but I think a strategy you can use is pick who you want to S-TAC, and then like just get a duplicate rank on them the first time through or something. So then you can come back later.
I've got a bit of an unusual strat, but I kind of like it.
And we've had a lot of time to figure out the strats this time. This is gonna make it even harder to finish before Flopsy. The next race goal is a little more simple. I could explain it in one sentence, and that's it. I like the one sentence explanations.
5 the NHL deck.
3 Flame Vipers, that's really good.
I didn't get a full check on my deck, I just saw the Geki DT and I was happy with it, but it's fine.
Namitai's cheating, looking deep at every single card.
he's gonna get a hold. You know, he needs to hold fusions.
The strategy of no, like, oh, I have 5 warriors in the deck. If I dump 2 warriors, will I draw another? Or something. No, only 2. That's a pretty good deck. That's flame served like 4 times. And the thunder?
Just one.
That's 2 more flame manipulators, so you have what, 7? Or no. Oh, okay. You counted the flame manipulators as pyros already. Okay.
Yeah.
I would take that. Is that Raigeki deck?
Yeah.
I would take that. I would take that for Hundo. That's a good one.
Okay, kill me, no.
That's a good deck.
I'm really trying to like just figure out. It's the S tech that I think you have to save for one person in particular. But in order to do that, I'm gonna have to. There's only one way that I can consistently know to get an S tech, and that's 3 traps. Just so I'm like.
Do you have the 3-trap method, like,
Is technically screwed.
yeah. Do you have like the 3-trap thing put in the calculator to make sure you know what to do?
Yeah.
Okay. Deck outs aren't that bad. Weevil deck out, he drops Man-Eater do Mage Soldier deck out.
Trying to find out like the bare minimums for every thing. So
I think the interesting ones are going to be like the BCD tech.
B tech isn't going to be that much of an issue, but it's finding someone that I'm going to be happy to do it on.
Oh no, I
Alright,
accidentally
I have
A-tagged.
returned. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, it's all good. I
Alright.
did tell everybody else that I think a strat you can do is decide who you want to S-tech, and then in campaign just get like a duplicate rank on them. So you can just come back to them whenever.
Okay.
Like, you technically don't have to do Haishin last, you can do your come back to shoddy S-tech last or
Alright.
something.
Do we want to start again now?
Do you want to give us a
Ready,
countdown?
unpause?
Sire?
No, I want to go to bed. No. Yeah, we can start. I guess 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, and we're starting again, I think. We had some IRL come up, but it was 1 minute into the run, so nothing happened yet. All 3 runners opting to go to DMK. DMK is required in this run. It'll be interesting what ranks our runners decide to go for. It's a lot harder to force certain ranks at the beginning because you know, your deck can't do much, so you know, you might want to wait a really long time and get a C tech on this duel. You know, if you really want to, we might see runners opt to do that, or we might just power through and get the quick B pal. Just kind of depends on what people choose to go for. We got this.
Let's go rainbow fish.
Got a 7-colored fish for UMI in the hand.
Ew, I've got Patrol River in this deck.
So the 2 hardest ranks to get, obviously, are going to be A-Tech and S-Tech. It's easy enough to get the A-Tech. The S-Tech becomes quite difficult to get. You can deck out, which takes a little bit of time, or you can get a 3-trap A-Tech. And then the other time-consuming part of this run is going to be our runners will all need to beat Haishin 1, and you'll need to beat Haishin 1 with a rank that you haven't used up already. So if you opt to make Haishin 1 your last duel, then you might end up in a spot where, like, oh no, I need to D-tag Haishin 1, and then, you know, you might not be able to do all the requirements for that in your winning duel, right? So you have to be careful in this run. It's definitely going to be an interesting plan. Nobody is taking the quick win. They're all stalling a little bit, which I think is definitely a valid play here. Don't want to get the quick B-pow out of the way. Yeah, so there's more to this goal than I put in the goal test. It is going to require
Okay, my B
unique
pal is
duelists.
in.
So MasterMarz gets his B-pow, and his B-pow is going to be DMK. So that is the first duel finished, and runners can farm as much as they want. You can farm DMK over and over again, you just won't be able to put new ranks down. Like if you get an A-pow on your next DMK, you can't mark that. It has to be a new duelist you haven't done anything on before. Likewise, if you get a B-pow on Rets in campaign going for Beast Fangs, you cannot mark anything for that B-pow because you've already got the B-pow. But you can go back to Rets later and then knock out a C-Tech if you want to. Namitai, you're buffering a little bit. Doesn't seem to be much of a problem. It'll be taking quite a while on this duel. Trying to slow down, you know, force out that bad rank, potentially. Namitai going for the face down. Yeah, both runners definitely lowering their ranks.
Do we keep track of our ranks ourselves, or are you keeping track of them for us?
I have the tracker up. If you want to keep track yourself, you can, or you can just ask or look at the stream.
Okay.
You have 1 B-pal on DMK. Yeah, there is a required S-Tech, and the interesting part of this goal is there are 10 duelists available with the rules. And there are 10 ranks to obtain, so... every duelist is going to be filled out, and every rank is going to be filled out. It just depends what order they'll be in.
Left arm of the Forbidden One.
Those are pretty good drops, to be honest. Now, it's really hard to A-Tech with the starter deck, so we're probably not seeing an A-Tech for anybody. We might be seeing a C-Tech or a D-Tech from Namitai and Umi here. MasterMarz with the buffed left arm. Yeah, I guarantee nobody has tried to do this kind of run before. I guarantee nobody has tried to do this, so you come into this and you're just like, what the hell is this? And then it just challenges your brain to just go wild and do all these silly things. That's kind of what this whole tourney's been. So Marz has a huge progress lead because he took a pretty fast DMK to force the B-Pal. Everybody else is going for like C-Tech right now. See what they end up getting. Namitai is holding that Nuzzler and hasn't got to use it yet.
Hoping that should be what I need.
Alright, Umi has to win this turn. Can't attack with anything smaller.
Okay, nice.
And Umi gets a D-Tech on DMK. Decent start. Namitai apparently still has not drawn the female. Does not get the equip off. That's could be rough depending on the plan there. It's definitely unique. That's the goal of this tourney. It's hard to come up with a whole bunch of good goals, so we just come up with unique goals. When Namitai is in the Haishin cutscenes, whenever that may be, we'll refresh the stream a little bit. I'm expecting a D-Tech here as well. Might be a C-Tech. It is a C-Tech, so everybody gets the same result in terms of drops. But Namitai gets the probably better rank to get, the little more time-consuming one. Umi gets the D-Tech, which you can get D-Tech if you just like get sorted by ISIS. Yeah. Right, we're gonna refresh Namitai's stream. Ooh, what's the ad for? DraftKings Sportsbook. Hell yeah. And it's in Spanish. I don't know why I get ads in Spanish, but I do. C-Tech's pretty easy to get if you just do all the A-Tech requirements without a trap. That's usually enough.
Why is it in Spanish?
Because that skips the face down and the trap. Like, yeah, I don't know why it does this. It does this for me a lot.
Because of the affiliated.
Might be
cannot, turn
VPN. Yeah, C-Tech out of the way early is nice. So there is also strategy here in that you don't want to like leave an awful rank for an awful duelist, namely Haishin. So one of the complaints, like the reason this match...
That's quite easy to do. That's the funny part.
The reason this one took a little longer... The reason this one took a little longer to get set up is because we had some discussions about the goal in particular.
Ow.
Yo, another equip.
Not
Yeah, we had some discussions of trying to make Haishin not required, but
What's the dragon?
I want Haishin to be required. See what ends up happening. So Marz had a rough start to this Rest duel. He might have to, like, I don't know if he's gonna get A-Pow here. He might have to slow down or force a C-Pow potentially. We'll see what happens here. Because if he reuses B-Pow, then he'll have Rets free to use later for like an S-Tech or something. But you'd ideally want to knock out these different ranks along the way. These are some not great draws. I think Marz is getting a B-Pal here, which could be part of his strategy. Alright, he's opting to wait a turn, so we might be going for C-Pal. And nobody beats Haishin 1. Not surprising, but he is required later. And hopefully Marz gets the C-Pal here. He's waiting another turn, so he's definitely forcing that lower rank. So Umi did start with an equip for Twin-Headed. I don't remember what Marz's equip was, and Namitai started Nuzzler, which isn't too bad. Alright, Umi starting up Rets here. Yeah, so each duelist and rank combo, each duelist gets used once, each rank gets used once. So no B-Pals that MasterMarz will do for the rest of the run will count for anything. Marz gets a C-Pal on Rets. There's a chance for Beast Fangs on this one. C for Beast Fangs. And we have granted an exception if you're like only duelist left is Haishin and you have to like S-Tech them. You know, like, if something stupid happens, like we've granted an exception to let you like swap someone out. Like basically Haishin can take whatever rank you get. Actually, let me just confirm that. Would you like to agree to a whatever rank you get on Haishin can overwrite something type result, or like if you do your Haishin and you get a D-Pal and you already have a D-Pal, do you want to agree to just swap the Haishin with whatever and redo the remaining rank on somebody? That would probably make it easier. I thought I unmuted. My bad. I was asking a question. It's like, no one's answering my question.
Oops. Oh yeah, this guy.
Umi got, was that S-Pal?
It was indeed.
Yeah. See the CD2s.
Yeah.
Alright, the question I was gonna ask, would you like to all agree that whatever rank you get on Haishin just overwrites whatever you have there? Make it
We could agree
kind
to that.
of solves the Haishin problem. So if you do a Haishin and you get a D-Pal, it just goes in that spot and you have to redo whatever duelist.
And hit to the one you previous did. It's better.
Yeah.
Better.
That way you're not at the end where it's like, oh man, I have to C-Pal Haishin. And then, oh no, I got a D-Pal on Haishin, I gotta redo it, yeah. Just Haishin because he's the exception.
Just for background, using a calculator, you know when I've used cards, even if I throw them, that technically counts as cards used, right?
Cards used is 40 minus what's left in the deck in
Why
the
was
end.
that?
So right now you've used 9. That's what it means.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. I think it'd make more sense if it was cards left.
Yeah.
And Namitai also gets S-Pal on Rets.
So, does cards used include the first 5 you draw or no?
It should.
I just used them.
It should. It's because it's just 40 minus number of cards left in there. So I use a different thing for the rank thing, but I just use a page. Oops. Mine isn't a calculator though.
So technically, as I'm at 28, that means I've used 12 cards.
12, yeah.
If I'm at 19, actually, if I'm
That's-
at 14, does it count?
the cards used is like the opposite of like what you're normally used to. Like if you look at the 28-27 borderline, just the cards used is 40 minus what it shows. And in the race time, I put another link to a. It's not a calculator, but it shows the amounts. That's the one I use.
Tao the Chanter. That's a card I've
If I'm
never
wrong
seen.
about this, then I'm wrong about
Weevil
this.
played
I'm
Tao
sure
the
there's
Chant.
much
What?
about this.
Yeah, Weevil did.
Nice.
Yep, that is my D-PAL. Okay.
Yo, Aprosaurus took my quid. Let's go.
And Mars gets his D-POW out of the way on Weevil. Weevil one who, you know, doesn't really matter much what rank you get. Weevil also an S-Tech target, you know. Weevil S-Techs, he drops good cards. Namitai facing a spider over there. His hand's not great to deal with spider, but like, Jirai's great to fake out, because once you get the fake out, you can beat over it with like, left arm, you know, like any monster at that point. So, like, fake out's always valid. It's 50-50 to put the Jirai in defense. It's a good last resort strategy. I mean, with two defenders, it's valid. Alright, that should work. And the Dark Elf with Nuzzler. And Namitai's deck has a lot of Flame Serve material as well, so... Ooh, with his Judge Man, alright. Probably fine. He currently has a Boulder Tortoise and some other random things on the field against Weevil. Mars is fighting Mai, currently with the progress lead. A reminder, if MasterMarz does not get last place in this race, that means he'll have a life advantage going into the actual final match of finals.
Wait, so I've used down to 8 cards. That means I've used what, 32 cards?
32, yeah. Yeah, 32. We're all learning how to use the rank calculator today. The threshold is 7 left in deck and then 3 left in deck. Usually when you attack it's 3 at the end. But there's another threshold at 7.
I got an unfortunate duplicate right here to that block. Never game. Just save that character later.
Alright, so Mars has got a B-POW on Mai. So that means no progress has been made and he still has to use Mai later.
Yeah, one out of the way. Then I can
To get
go
something.
whenever I need to.
So at some point Mars will have to get some rank on
That
Mai.
should. Ah, shit, that might have took me over. Ah! We'll see.
Any good drops? We see a Komori Dragon and...
Got what I wanted. Thank you.
And Umi gets the C-Tech. That's a good one to get out of the way. So C and D-Tech are done for Umi. We're seeing completely opposite strategies here. Umi going for some of the more tedious ranks. There's another spider on Namitai's screen. Interesting. And Mars is going for some of the faster ranks early. We'll see which strategy ends up being correct. I guess a lot of it depends on the drops too. You know, B-powing these people for trap chance is valid. making the techs easier later. Weevil is not letting up. That is like all the big cards. Job change in attack mode, nice. Alright, so Marz is on Keith right now. We'll probably try for the SA POW here. Should be an S POW. It's a pretty easy mode, Keith, with Lamu. And Umi probably going for S POW Mai. Namitai gets the D-Tech out of the way. You should know how to S POW versus A POW at this point.
Yeah.
How long have you been playing this game?
Too long, okay? Still on the point.
Marz should have the S POW on Keith here. Should be S POW. So Marz has the whole left half almost done. He wasn't able to A POW Mai despite trying for it, so.
I mean, the way that I'm going should be what I want.
Umi should definitely have the S POW locked up here. Basically, if you just don't go below 28 and you don't do like 5 fusions and a magic, like the magic always drops you to A, but you can do equip as well. I think 5 fusions and equip is B, or not B, it's A. As long as you don't do like 5 fusions and equip.
Okay, well I got my A POW anyway, so it's fine.
And Umi gets the A POW on Mai. MasterMarz is talking shoddy. Gonna be here a while. And he drops for Umi here from Mai. Let's see. Thunder. Alright. I'm surprised our runners don't opt to farm a little more DMK, because you are still going to need to beat Hai Shin at some point, so, you know, it helps being able to make twin-headeds more often. I think one thing I've noticed is that most runners in this tourney kind of get locked into the goal mindset, and then they just, like, have trouble, you know, they don't go for, like, a good deck. Like, sometimes getting that good deck makes up a lot of time later. MasterMarz gets 2 Dragon Zombies from Keith. That's a pretty good drop. Right, let's switch over the music to this one. Always a solid choice. Namitai gets the A POW on Mai, so both of them have like the same idea, they just swapped around the DMK and Weevil. But they've gone for S POWs on people where, you know, it tends to help the most. And they've left open the easier ranks to get in the B and C and D POW. You know. Like getting a C POW usually just takes an extra turn or 2. Or like getting beat over at the start. No particular drops there. Spirit of the Harp. That's a defender. Ooh, Marz is doing it. He has the, I think I saw him put in Mystical Elf as well, so it's going to be interesting. Gets 1 defensive win. That's a really big defender for the defensive win. Gotta be careful. I don't think any of these can do a defensive win, but, makes a Pump King. And Umi gets a, ooh, Vanilla Mystical Moon from Keith on the B-Pal. So Umi technically in the lead with 5 ranks obtained.
Good thing is, Leon just, wow. I think I've figured out how I'm going to do the rest, which is nice. Like it works.
So Umi having a decent size advantage over Namitai right now in terms of progress and duels done, which is good. And Marz is working on some sort of tech on Shoddy. We'll see what kind of tech. 2 defensive wins is equal to 1 trap. So I assume he got the second defensive win. He could probably get it with something in his hand as well. The only thing is you need board space for it. See if anybody picks up a trap here. Spirit of the Harp's a nice card because once you get the defensive win, you can just pretty much have it as a light beat stick to get these effectives off really easy. Which is quite nice. And as I say that, it gets rid of the Spirit of the Harp 800 attacker, so... 3 Wastelands for Umi. Interesting. What are you gonna do with those 3 Wastelands? Yo, every equip as well? Oh my goodness.
But I appreciate you telling me because that actually helps.
It's the playset of Wastelands. I had 1 job and I missed the rank. What rank was that, Namitai?
B.
That's what I thought. Don't commentate alone while tired. Bless you.
That was my gram.
Bless her. Was that the first twin-headed of the run?
On my screen?
Might be.
No, I've
Yeah,
already
I've
done
made it,
one
yeah.
before.
Ah, I
I
already
made one,
had
2 now.
one.
3.
Already had one. I wonder if anybody will opt for Deck Out Shoddy today. Alright, Umi has... If Umi's doing what I think he's doing...
Just confirm if I leave a specific rank for a specific duelist, I can go do a free take, yeah? Well, free duel.
Yeah, of course. I'd be impressed if you could do everyone in campaign first try.
Okay, well that's my first duel rank anyway.
Triple Dragon Zombie and Invisible Wire for Namitai and 2 equips. One of them's Metamorph though, so doesn't really do much, but like everybody's getting quite good drops so far. Like nothing game changing like Beast Fangs, but you know, we haven't made it there yet. Umi has gotten a duplicate rank on Shoddy, so he's gonna leave Shoddy open for later.
Really
For
ironic
something.
how I had like 2 mushroom bands this day. Oh, I did in the previous things we've had.
Oh, that bingo goal?
Yep.
Okay. I've been thinking of a whole bunch of random goals if there's ever like another bingo challenge. Because like half that card is just not fun. Bingo has so much potential if like the goals don't suck. Can anybody tell me if Flopsy is finished yet? They've been going like 45 minutes. They have to be close to finished, right?
Play wall. Interesting. Nope. No, I didn't. Oh, I got great temperature still this day. What the fuck? Oops.
Shoddy fused a cyber soldier. Was in defense. Marz is working on likely an ATAC. No, his only scary magic's Dark Hole, but usually that's not even that bad. I don't think Bakura has Duster. I've never thought about this before. I know Mai has Duster, but she doesn't do it very often. Isis plays it a lot, though.
Do I A-Tech Shoddy or do I B-Tech Shoddy? I'm gonna B-Tech then.
I don't think I've ever heard this question be asked before.
The intention
Oh
of
no! MasterMarz fails the ATAC on Shoddy!
Had it set up the ATAC. Chose not to.
Oh man! Unfortunate failed ATAC there. Unfortunate failed ATAC on Shoddy. I hope you went triple Beast Fangs for that failed ATAC. Totally not intentional.
Totally not intentional.
What, were you one effective away? Is that what it was?
Yeah, and I chose not. I got 3 Umis, I'm now up to 4, and I got a Power of Patience. Okay.
Let's see if you know what I'm doing right away.
Wrong equip.
Yeah, wrong equip is right.
Speaking of Shoddy, look closely at Namitai's screen, but you don't have to look closely right away. Just look at Namitai's screen sometime in the next 8 minutes. And you'll see something you don't usually see in this game. You don't have to look that close right now, but you know, you can look later. Oh man. This is one of the more fun Shoddy runs of all time. This is a candidate for like top 3 Shoddy runs of this tournament. Got B-Tax on Shoddy.
Take a while to ask.
We got 12-minute duels on Shoddy. Should have added Shoddy deck out to Shoddy S3. Currently, Umi has Geki face down, so he's not in any kind of problem on Bakura. He'll eventually be fine. He's just getting some stuff out of the way. Probably opting to B-Tech here, would be my guess. And then Marz is on Bakura as well. But it looks like... not sure what he's going for here. He can definitely get the C-Tech or D-Tech out of the way. The thing is, like, MasterMarz has not left himself any easy ranks to get on Haishin, but we've allowed the swap, so whatever rank you get on Haishin will replace whatever else. You didn't play 4 this turn, did you? Wait a turn, right? Or
yeah. Oh no, wait! I have used an equip. Did it on Flower.
oh yeah, there's a 2300 on the screen. Yeah.
You know what?
Sure, you don't want to see what those magics are down there?
I'm not bothered about those magics. Because if I do that.
I haven't seen this many monsters on the board, like, in the same screen, like, ever. There's like 19 monsters on the field right now.
Oh! Fuck. What was I on? I used 3 effectives. I used 11 turns. Then that makes no sense. I did everything that the thing asked for. That should have been a B tag.
Did you use the...
Was it?
I could type it in the calculator. I don't use this thing, so...
I've done 11 turns. I've got 3 effectives. I played a card face down. Went over 37 cards.
What's your life points?
5450. Three effective attacks, did a face down. Equipped. It says my current rank would have been a 29 B tag. I'm so confused.
I'm also confused. You did 15 fusions.
Yep. Went down to less than 3 cards.
You played a face down, you played a magic. You equipped.
Time wizard.
So I'm thinking of
I
what
didn't
you...
know that it has time wizard.
Think of what you don't do on A-Tech. You'd be 10 off. Huh?
I don't get how that's possible.
The only thing you should be off right now compared to normal A-Tech. Oh, no, it is right. I think you need 4 effectives. Because normal A-Tech method is 29. Or 19, and you were off the trap. You should be at 31.
It just doesn't make sense. Right, so we'll have to go do that again anyway. Still, really annoying, because that should have been it, but oh well.
It'll take a while.
What
With
is
my
your
calculation,
victory condition listed on at the top?
It'd be a secret.
There isn't one.
Make sure it says total annihilation, if that's an option.
Yeah,
Yep,
it's just changed it to 31. That's really stupid. I
Secret
didn't realise that was a
down.
thing.
So, reducing life points to 0 is called total annihilation, and it is +2.
Wow. So so I had everything right, but I should
But-
should have just done extra effective.
Nice. That's, yeah, that should probably be default, because 99% of your duels and 99.9% of your duels end by you knocking their life points to 0.
I didn't realise that. It's the first time using this calculator, so that's really annoying. But
Yeah, I don't use it either, so...
oh, look at how I get rewarded. I fucking hate this game.
MPD. That was a Bakura C-Tech, correct?
Yeah.
Really infuriating, so I've already done that.
Oh, I had a
For both of you.
C-Tech too, but
Yeah.
mine was intentional.
Mine was supposed to be a B-Tech.
Yeah. Alright. we gotta tell Hippo to just default that to... Can you make a new version where you just default it to total annihilation? So...
Mine defaulted to total annihilation.
Mine didn't.
What's the difference between your two setups?
I think it's because I just installed it and Umi's used it before.
Probably.
Yeah, not sure. That's unfortunate. Sorry about that. That's like the last thing you think of, because I'm looking at everything you did on that A-Tech, I'm like, the only thing you didn't do for a normal A-Tech is the trap
Yeah.
and the effectives. But that should be 31, and it's like, it says 29, it's, oh man. Another time wizard. Does Shoddy have, yeah, Shoddy confused Thousand Dragon, I guess. He has Yamatano.
God fucking damn it, Pegasus. Why did you have to fucking have man-eating black shark in here?
Ah, man. Pegasus is relentless today.
Just one more turn.
Alright, remember when I said look at Namitai's screen in like 8 minutes? Now's the time to look at Namitai's screen. Everybody look over there. Look on in the center of your screen. Shoddy is playing the last card in his deck right now. And Shoddy just drew his whole deck. That is a shoddy deck out right there. Hold on, I gotta get the I gotta get the soundboard.
Thing I say because I just died to Pegasus.
We're gonna ding for that S-Tech. Bonus points for shoddy deck out?
No.
No. Honestly, like, you wasted more time than Umi wasted by, like, failing his beat. Deck outs are so slow.
It don't feel like it. That B-Tech felt like it took forever.
Hey, Beast Fangs on the S-Tech.
Now I'm hoping I actually stuck to the thing that I wanted. Yeah, it did. That's fine.
Umi with B-Pal. Did you mean to B-Pal?
Yeah, that was a B-Pal.
Okay. I know what Umi is planning to do. Umi is planning to save Pegasus for the A-Tech. But I guess he can't A-Tech yet. So Umi still has to do Shoddy, Bakura, and Pegasus. He's doing ISIS campaign now. Mars, I'm so tired. I was just about to ask, who'd you beat? It's like, oh yeah,
No,
it's,
I died.
yeah,
I died horribly.
yeah. I'm too tired for this. So every rank has now been obtained by somebody. Nobody has a deck that can beat Haishin yet, because like there's a combined like 4 Thunders in these 3 decks. Nobody has farmed for a deck yet. They've been working towards the goal. Umi has 2 equips, which is a nice starting point. But remember, like, A-Tech Pegasus, and, like, BCD Isis, and, you know, like, there's chances for equips here, so if you can just build up the rest of the deck, with, like, some quick DMK farm, for example, you have, like, one of the best Thunder spots in the whole game, you should have a decent chance to, you know, be able to get a Haishin victory. And Haishin counts, we changed it up, Haishin counts for whatever rank you get him on. He'll replace whatever you do. Obviously, bonus points if it's a new one.
Thank you.
Because then you don't have to redo somebody, but like, MasterMarz, for example, if his Haishin is a C-PAL, he'll just go redo Rets on a rank he hasn't obtained yet. Might have to S-Tech Rets at the end. He still has his A-PAL unlocked, which is interesting. I don't think we'll get the Haishin A-PAL, but it's technically possible.
Can I get a confirmation that I've done this correctly for a C-PAL? At this point, I'm a bit annoyed.
I don't know, but you still have D-PAL open too, so I think you'll be alright. I don't think this is B.
No, I want C.
You want specifically C, alright. Thing is, I can't really confirm because I'm
I
not.
think it's correct. I've done a pure magic. I've done 2 equips, 2 effectives, a face down play. I've used.
That should be C. Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck my life. That's immediate.
I think
an
I've pushed it
against
to a
me?
D like a moron.
Keep going for S check.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, it's a D. That's fine. I'll just take it.
MasterMarz gets the MBD top deck. What
So,
Bakura
so
rank was that?
person
I
I've
missed it.
I got sickle.
Alright. Commentator doing a great job of paying attention.
Person I now want for the C-Pal.
And Umi got a D.
Yeah.
Okay. On ISIS. I can't keep up with 3 streams at once. I don't know how people do it. Maybe if I'm not so tired.
Wait, so who am I missing? DMK, Rex my key.
Shoddy Bakura Pegasus Haishin.
Oh yeah, because I didn't get Bakura, did I? Okay.
Yeah. You failed your Bakura and you skipped Shoddy Pegasus, I assume. On purpose.
Yeah. Okay, so I know what I'm doing, but I need to go get the card now. Which apparently doesn't exist as well.
Which card are we going for? Hitatsume Giant, right? For the Beast Warriors.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Right, so I need to go get a trap. Then I can figure out what I'm doing. Say that I need 3, so I know morale though, which is good.
Yeah, the restricted progress goals are definitely like interesting. It's like a puzzle now. You have a certain number of duelists that you can even consider fighting, and it's just.
I think if anyone's watching,
If I
Like
calculated
route
this
there.
right, this should be a C-Tech.
You're already C-Tech
they know where
Bakura,
I'm at,
correct?
shit, so
Oh, did I C-Tech Bakura? Shit, I meant to do a D-Tech. I'm dumb.
I have you down as
Well,
C-Tech
that was a waste of
Bakura.
time. Yep, that was dumb of me. I fucked up.
It was the second accidental C-Tech.
What
of
really
the-
fucked me up was the fucking MBD coming to the frickin' field.
Yeah, that's at least you got rid of it, but it came out what, like turn 4? Hi. Turn 4, he
So,
decides he wants to
just
show
to
up.
confirm, once we attempt high ship, whatever rank that is, it will just replace one of the other people. We just go get the other rank from
Yeah, that's
that
the
person.
that's the less stupid way to do it. I think that eliminates the problem. Like you still have to beat Haishin, but now you don't have to like C-Pow Haishin. You'd be like, oh no, I got a D-Pow, I gotta go back. It's like, yeah. 'Cause you could pretty easily force like if you get your D-Pow, you would just redo ISIS with something else. This goal definitely needs
Maybe
work.
It's a good thing I fucked up on Pegasus. I'd rather have him as an S-Tech or A-Tech.
Yeah, true. I mean, you could go back and A-Tech him, but now you're doing it anyway, so. Yeah, it's like you kind of want your preferred A-Tech targets to be your A-Techs, so you don't have to also go A-Tech somebody else.
Technically, I do need to be careful because there's obviously this one rank that I don't want to get on Texas right now. That's fine.
So if you got that rank for Pegasus, I mean you'd still A-Tech Pegasus, but then you'd have to A-Tech someone else to fill the A-Tech, is what you mean.
That's why I'm hoping I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I could just... Technically, I should just go farm someone else for what I want, but again, like trying to get widespread is difficult.
The friend of Stone.
Might go try actually.
Hey, I know that guy.
However, I want all 3 DTs before I want a trap. Come on, game. I like this.
You don't even need the trap. Just go be high shit.
I feel like I'm gonna end up losing the life here. And this is gonna be a 3-way for the next one, because I'm just having bad luck today.
I mean, we're all pretty much tied. So it all depends on where we get what.
I mean, Umi's getting drops, I don't know how Namitai's doing, because
You say that, but there's one card that I'm missing and I haven't got it yet. And it's really annoying because it just doesn't want to show up.
Namitai finishing the campaign Pegasus A-Tech. I assume this is an A-Tech and not a B-Tech. Could be a B-Tech. Never know. B-Tech wouldn't be horrible in this situation. It is new. It is an A-Tech.
Thankfully, Shizu's already locked in, so I don't need to worry about
I swear Oslo here is common on A-Tech. It isn't, but... Alright, Namitai with 8 has Isis and Haishin left. Haishin, if it's not one of the missing ranks, will overwrite whatever it
What's
is.
the drop for widespread launch Shizu again?
32. Same as DT.
Nothing. Ah.
Feather Duster, that's a good card, right?
I have a female. It's a whip where flight and nuzzler with some wolf this thing. For Necro Gauss.
How many females you got?
Not much. That's 100% Necro Gauss deck.
I feel like we had this race already, where we make Nekogal with 8 equips. Umi currently has 3 equips, is farming for a trap as we speak. Trying to do something.
There he comes.
Might just go do what I wanted to do now, and then that's one less.
Run it and fence.
So Namitai, I imagine,
Oh,
will
got that one again.
go for the B-Tech now.
God, isn't just one.
Still time for shoddy deckouts.
should be a B-Tech if I didn't fuck it up again. I fucked... How? I swear to God, I hate this. I hate this, I hate this, I hate this. I am...
Mars with another C-Tech.
Need to go for the A-Tech.
Mars has been basically unbreakable so far this tournament. This might be the breaking point.
My trap, essentially.
This might be the breaking point that turns this tournament into a close one. It's gonna make for an interesting, interesting final next match if it does end up being a 3-way. It'll be a guaranteed elimination next match if that does happen. But there's still some time to go, you know.
Does the life point thing matter if I have to go under 7k for this? Because it's not changing online.
You're less than 1,000.
No, there's I mean, losing below, I think it's like -6 total if you take damage and go all the way below 7k, which is like usually dropping a rank, but so I assume Namitai's opting for B-Tech Isis here. Got a fake trap off. Really, the only thing you have to do in order to B-Tech is just like do the A-Tech but don't equip, or do the A-Tech but don't play face down, or do the A-Tech but get 2 effectives, right? It's not that hard to B-Tech if you have a deck that can A-Tech. You just...
Oh, you shit. That's really fucked me up because that's my magic card. That means I can't get the rank. Fuck, this game's annoying.
You should still be able to.
Don't get what, potentially going to 1k. Yeah, that's always an option actually.
Magic is
There's my
-6.
APAL done on my.
Oh wait, you don't have trap.
Fixed one mistake I did
Yeah,
earlier.
Alright, Marz has finished mine. And in terms of deck that can beat Haishin, Umi needs to find more Thunders, but he has the best looking deck with the 3 equips. Namitai could run like a buffed Mystical Sand strat to beat Haishin.
Anyone know how Flopsy and Matt are getting on?
They make the guy huge.
Is Flopsy done yet? How many equips are in your deck?
Banging up the line.
That's 5 already.
Project is to Nekogal.
Yeah, why do we run twin-headed again? Nekogal's pretty good. And before Namitai accidentally gets A-Tech because has it's too many equips on the build.
Correct, have enough.
Or you just win a turn early and it's B-Tech. You know, there's a lot of options for B-Tech here.
I hate you just
4,400 Nekogal. Jeez.
B-Tech. Alright.
Namitai's playing really well so far. Only has Haishin to go and can technically save time if Haishin ends up being a D-Pal. The only problem, there's a slight problem. This deck, I don't know how easy it'll be to beat Haishin with this deck. But
see. Oh, dang it.
do you have any forests or Sogans?
Oh, I can buy a lot.
Gonna switch the song over again.
Pegasus second.
Move to free duel.
Another flight.
So Namitai is opting to farm and get the deck built up a little better. It's gonna basically just farm until the deck feels comfortable to beat Haishin at this stage. Ushioni does not take Black Pendant. Hope that's not needed.
I have cars. Six equipment to Nekogao.
I like this deck. Yeah, like it's interesting so far in this tourney. Like, just in the final stage, we saw Umi like struggle a lot with like the first goal, and then he aced the last goal. He did really well in the last race. And then Namitai had really rough luck last race and is playing very well in this one, and probably has the lead. Has a lot of extra time here to buff up the deck, whereas Umi and Marz are still trying to get the rest of their things out of the way. And the nice thing about what Namitai has left is, like, Namitai needs to depow somebody. Either depow Haishin, or if you, for example, C-pow Haishin instead, then you have to depow Bakurin, or whoever you have left. So, like, that's not a hard one to have to still get. Now, if you had, like, S-Tech still to do, then you'd have to S-Tech somebody else. But like, this is pretty good. It's pretty well played so far.
Please tell me I did not fuck it up this time.
Umi and Marz are getting a lot of C-Techs.
Also, please give me a trap game. E-Tech complete on ISIS.
Alright, and Marz finishes up the ISIS D-Tech.
Trap, I needed that.
So you have Pegasus and Taishin left.
Correct. I have A-Tech and
And
S-Tech
you are
left,
probably
so
going to have
left.
Pegasus, Haishin, and somebody else. Unless you want to A-Tech Haishin. I don't think we'll be doing that.
Attacking Haishin.
You have widespread, you know, that works on his monsters.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Yeah, imagine if your only trap is like Inviswire and you have to A-Tech Haishin, it's just not possible.
Yeah, the problem is, I don't think I can S-Tech Pegasus.
I think what's going to happen in your run is you're going to A-Tech Pegasus and then you'll farm for deck and then beat Haishin and then S-Tech whoever you have left, I'm guessing.
Yeah, pretty much.
So if you, another like S-Tech method, it doesn't work on Pegasus, but if you just do trap plus 2 defensive wins, that bumps you over to S-Tech every time.
Yeah,
Oh, it does.
I know. Because it basically counts as the entire trap points.
Yeah. So a trap, the first trap you play is 10 points, and then the next one's 8. That's why 3 trap doesn't automatically get you S-Tech, but like 3 trap plus some extra stuff does.
Yep.
So you can, so instead of the 3 traps, 1 trap and 2 defensive wins, yeah?
Yeah, but you can't do that on Pegasus, and you probably don't want to do that on like Kaiba. Well,
Okay.
bad example.
What the hell was I missing there? Oh, it's a fusion off! Are you kidding me?
I don't know why I'm using the calculator for this. I know how to A-Tech.
And I still don't have
Wait, did,
Just game.
Umi, did you just win Ogre of the Black Shadow?
Probably.
Yeah, that's the 10 that you would have to win in the last goal. Congratulations.
Yay.
You got the Beast Warrior goal completed.
Well, I've now got to do this again because this game sucks. I literally even counted. I thought I did 15. God, this game
And doesn't like you and me.
The game is like on purpose trying to get me eliminated. It's not fair.
That first one though, with the calculator,
Yeah.
that was just silly. Like that was nobody's fault. That was just that was silly. Miscounting, like that's kind of on you. That still sucks, but like the first one was dumb. Like I'm sorry for that one.
Shit, I fucked up. Well, that's a thing.
I got in.
Oh, there's the trap activation. There we go.
God, dog.
I'm purposefully trying to get my fusions off now, and then I'm fine.
Namitai gets 2 bright castles. That's an even bigger Neko Gal. And a widespread. So definitely some cards in there that are pretty good.
Focus right here.
Yeah, I hope the goals for final stage haven't been like too hard on the brain. Like they're definitely harder than the first stage goals, but hope they're not that bad.
They're only difficult when the game's being played from that side.
Yeah.
Like, if things were going the way they should have gone, like, I wouldn't be done with it. Two effectives, 11 fusions. As soon as I've got that fusion, blasting Regeki to the moon.
Yeah, the reason Umi's having such a hard time getting B-Tech is because he doesn't have a trap, so he can't just fail the A-Tech to get a trap. He has to get... he has to, like, do everything for an A-Tech. Like, he can't... It's not... Oh, you just pick one thing to miss? No, he has to do everything successfully. And it's being a challenge right now. Ender of Games is raiding with a party of 1. Yo!
Fuck up sometimes.
Thanks, Ender of Games, for the raid. That's a good one.
Just need 8 fusion next to it. Oh shit, I'm way too quick. Fuck. Okay, I need to slow down. It's only got 29 cards. It's fine, I can just wait until it's safe.
Yeah, at some point the run's gonna come down to farm time. But we're seeing some struggles on getting the main goal here. Umi's had a lot of accidental C-Techs trying to B-Tech, and then Marz had a couple C-Techs trying to D-Tech. We got the backwards situation there. Namitai's just farming right now, trying to improve the deck a little bit more. I don't know if Namitai wants to try to win more Thunders or just wants to, like, get Neko Gal, like,
I got
20
CC
equips.
Dragon. I can't deal with this.
I would hope that's the good luck.
Thank
Right?
goodness I didn't completely fuck up. I got my equip here with Ocean. I was worried I wasn't gonna get my equip because I wasn't sure what was left in my deck.
That should be everything. Like, if it's not, I might have a brain already. Yay! Finally. Right. I'm gonna go with a trap now. Oh.
Hey, there it is.
Do you win your trap off a D-Tech?
Yep.
I had a similar situation where I won mine off a D-Tech.
Umi unfortunately gets the B-Tech from Bakura. Unfortunate mistake there.
I mean, it just benefits me for going into my A-Tech mod.
That's an unfortunate failed A-Tech there. We'll have to take the B-Tech, unfortunately. That's what my commentary's been this whole time. Oh no! B-Tech shot him by accident. Oh. Alright, we're hopefully seeing the Pegasus A-Tech from Mars. Should be pretty clean.
Well, my A-Tech's done. Or should be done. But I didn't put this up. Okay, A-Tech Pegasus. That was just S-Tech Haitian somehow, right?
Yeah,
Ooh,
just deck him
double
out,
kill.
easy.
Acid trap and a dude. Why can't I get this in a normal run game?
Yo, nice drops. Umi still, you know, Umi still does have 3 equips, so when he catches up, you know, there's hope. He finally got the trap. But, like, Mars's deck just passed Umi's deck in terms of strength with the 3 equip drop from Pegasus. Now, Mars still has to do an S-Tech, and sadly, Umi also does still have to do an S-Tech. Umi's working on Pegasus A-Tech right now. Still has to do his S-Tech, too. Looks like he has Shoddy left as well. And Namitai finishing up an A-Tech on Pegasus right now. I imagine this will probably be the last A-Tech Namitai goes for. Is Flopsy done yet?
Whenever I got it. Try this.
Oh, Haishin's got the strongest deck in the run for this. Mars is going in right now. Now, the run's not over when he beats Haishin unless it's S-Tech. Unless it's S-Tech, this run is not over for Mars. Mars making the comeback, but still has some stuff to do. I see another Thunder for Namitai and a widespread. Alright, Namitai's going in. Namitai could be done. Just needs the B-POW. Or D-POW. Sorry. Ooh, Mars is close. Mars is very close. He just needs to draw one of his 3 equips. And Mars still has the S-Tech left too, so really, like, if you both have to do an S-Tech after this, it's pretty close.
My S-Tech's gonna be free though. That's my
Yeah,
that's
and if your Haishin ends up being C-PAL, then that saves you some time.
back to tracks.
Alright, so 2 runners are on Haishin. And Umi is not as far behind as it looks because the C-PAL is going to be pretty easy. And Mars still has to do an S-Tech, so this is quite close. Alright, Mars needs to draw a twin-headed equip right now. Has to be right now or he takes the loss. He gets it! He gets it. Mars is in control. Probably will not opt for the S-Tech, but you know, technically, no, don't do it. Please don't go for it. It's not over yet. He could still decide to set Megamorph, but looking good for now. Okay, that's good. As long as he clear this, probably Skull Knight. That's quite close. It's not a board clear, but we're close. Doesn't quite take out Skull Knight. So you're only scared of Megamorph right now. He's opting to kill it. I don't know about this play. This might be a mistake. He's gonna get Geki. Okay. That's not Geki. That is twin-headed fusion. It's gonna be interesting. Now you need to beat a defense mode twin-headed. Or an attack mode Skull Knight. Take your pick. He does not draw anything, but ATH is nice. ATH is nice. Umi gets his A-Tech on Pegasus. This is very close. Going to Shoddy for the S-Tech now. Namitai sees MBD start.
I have to get
Okay, this is not bad for Marz. If Haishin plays something below 3k, then this is really good. It's going to be a board clear next turn if that happens.
So you said trap and 2 defensive wins would take the pressure off the
Okay.
next pick, yeah?
That's an unfortunate one. It should, yeah. Just normal attack plus 2 defensive wins. Marz is stuck in this spot with a wall down there. That might not be a wall, actually. That might be this might be a lab tank. It is a wall. It could have been lab tank. Respect going for it. You're in the same spot right now where, like, if you just attack with less than 3k, you know, you board clear. It's another wall. But that could be lab tank. That one could be lab tank. But there's twin-headed. Marz is going to get this win next turn. Actually, no, he's going to get it this turn because he has a 2300 Dark Witch. So Marz does get the Pegasus S, or the Haishin S-Tech. Just kidding, it's not the S-Tech, but it is the win.
Ding dong, the Haitian's dead.
That was a scary ending, but you got
He
it.
takes the D-Tech, which means I have the S-Tech ISIS. Is that even possible?
Alright, so our exception.
I can't defense the winner, can I? Or no, I can.
Yeah, you can. The only person you can't defensive win is Pegasus. You just need bigger cards for Isis than you would for somebody. Hey, there's some defenders right there.
Yeah, I have a few.
Yeah, just win 2200 defenders from Haishin. There you go. So our one exception to the rule is that when you beat Haishin, he replaces whatever.
kind of bad, you know.
Ooh, that MBD top deck. Alright, so Marz is going for Isis S-Tech, and that will be finish. Umi needs to beat Haishin still, but he needs to finish his S-Tech on Shoddy, and then if his Haishin is C-Pow, he wins. He has a good head start on this duel, so he should be in a good spot if his Haishin ends up being the rank he needs. And Namitai is in control. I mean, like, slow, but, you know, technically in control on,
It's okay.
on Haishin. It's gonna take a while to get out of this. Opting to not Geki. Namitai might not get this D-Pow, but we'll just have to get a D-Pow on somebody. It's gonna end up being a close one, that's for sure. Swap to the finals for the final boss. This race is ending up being pretty close. I don't know why Namitai isn't just playing Geki right now. There is no such thing as magic lock if there's empty boards, so like there is nothing bad that can happen if you just Geki. Haishin has no magics down there. But I mean, this works, you know, this does work. Like, it's gonna be a win, but like just Geki should be the play here. Okay. Namitai gets the Geki. Now you just have to find how much damage? 2050. That should be fine. If there's a Nekogal in hand, that works. There is. There's a Garvis. That is not. Yeah, that Garvis is enough too. So. Namitai, I don't think has the D-POW here. I think this is going to be D-TAC. Pretty slow, but I think it's D-TAC. C-TAC. Interesting. So, second try High Shin is a C-TAC. So you need DMK now. Yep. Yo, Dragon Zombie, nice. Your Dragon Zombie isn't even in your deck, that's great.
Yeah, I don't have dragon.
Yeah, we don't need Twin-Headed to win this game.
Definitely.
Come on, you playing gag with
Oh, this is ending up being really close between all three. Umi is almost done with the shoddy S-Tech. It's the defensive win. So I assume this is an A-Tech. I assume this is everything he needs. Be a good assumption he's gonna take it safe here.
I don't remember four effectives, that's the issue.
Yeah, you still need the effective, sadly.
Yeah, so I'm hoping.
Well, a defensive one gets you a free effective, so as long as you did 2 other ones. Namitai's having fun this race. That's for sure.
I don't mind if I have to do it because I didn't really build with my defenders.
Umi gets this S-Tac, he still has hope. If he misses this one, he probably is out of the tournament. What appears on the screen here is going to determine Umi's tournament fate. Hopefully it's an S-Tac.
Nice.
He gets it.
Run high shit.
So if Umi gets a C-POW on High Shin, if Umi gets a C-POW, then he might finish before Marz finishes. It's quite close. Namitai's going to be wrapping up this D-POW, probably getting first place. It's quite close. Assuming this is D-POW, Namitai has the win.
Oh no.
Ooh, it's C-POW! It's C-POW, it's not over yet. It's not over yet. Oh, that, with how close this is, that might be the difference between winning and being eliminated. Marz, assuming he's got his 2 defensive wins. Is Isis really playing Kani Kabuto?
Yeah, apparently.
Apparently. Isis has Jupiters? Is that Turtle Raccoon?
That is a turtle raccoon.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, it got a skull knight.
Oh my god, Umi gets Skull Knight start on Ice Shin and draws Twin-Headed with the Quip and Geki's in hand. You know what Geki means. That's probably going to drop it to C-POW with the magic play.
My calculations right. Should
I
be
don't
an
even know what a
S-Tech.
C-POW is, dude.
The funny thing is I think you're going to C-POW if you Geki.
It is.
And Marz gets the Isis S-Tech. So somebody will be eliminated in this match.
Wait, how did I finish first? What happened to Namitai?
It's very, very, very close. Namitai got a C-PAL instead of D-PAL and has to go in for another duel. And Umi is in control on Haishin. If Umi
Wow,
gets
so I took my
C-PAL,
2 lives. That is insane.
if Umi gets C-PAL, it might be like tied.
I can't believe I S-Tech ISIS. Of all people.
She goes down pretty low eventually.
I see Shoddy S-Tech, Shoddy S-Tech, Pegasus A-Tech, Pegasus A-Tech. And then it's a mess. Over on night, it's ISIS A-Tech, Pegasus ISIS S-Tech, Pegasus A-Tech.
Umi gets to see it, he's alive!
I just clutched.
GG's.
Umi is
Wow,
still alive!
That was insane.
Make sure you're not done.
Done it.
That was insane.
I just pulled my arse out of the fire. I don't know how. After all of the bad luck that you had by halfway through bars, I have no idea how you got that respect.
I don't know either!
You're the only Umi, you're the only person who didn't have to break like the rule we changed. So you're the only person who got the actual rank on that first try.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Big clutch strats.
S-Tech, ISIS, widespread. Namitai went from first place to eliminated from one messed up duel. Now it's D.
That was
Make sure you dot done. That was just barely over 2 minutes between first and last place. That was a crazy close race. All
That
things.
did not take as long as I thought it would.
That's what you say every time. You think it's gonna be over 2 hours, and it's like an hour and a half.
I didn't expect Haishin to actually be this easy, but then again, I got 2 bright castles and a freaking Megamorph off my first attack. Why can't that happen in a normal run? I went from bad luck to, why do I have a Megamorph already?
So,
Anybody want double Mystical Moon and Nuzzler?
ISIS Atex are insane. I think Namitai could use the Mystical Moons. How many dragons are in your deck right now?
Mine?
How many thunders are in your deck right now? Is it 0-0? Namitai.
No.
0-0, yep. With like 11 equips. That was the closest race of the tournament. Make sure to give our runners some support because they've been working really hard all tourney. So that was maybe the closest race of the whole tournament. Came down to the very last duel for everybody. That was very, very tight. And unfortunately, Namitai, you are eliminated. But you've done really well this tourney. Hope it's been fun participating. And so our actual final will be treat it like Umi's coming up from the losers bracket and Marz is in the winners bracket. Umi, you would need to win the next 2 races, but they'll be 1v1s. So,
Oh boy.
so
The question is, will I maintain my undefeated streak, or will Umi take it?
I think your worst finish so far is second.
Yeah, I think it is.
You didn't. We skipped the 1 race, so
We did skip
you've played 1 race less than some others, but you've not finished worse than second. So if you can't finish second anymore, you got to keep finishing first. I don't have any particular interview questions. I was enjoying that.
This would have been a lot worse if we hadn't made an errata to the Haishin.
Yeah, yeah. I'm glad we did that change.
In which case, Umi would have ended up at first, and Namitai and I would be struggling to do something because
You
how
would
the
have had
hell
to
am I
change your
supposed to
route.
S-Tech Taishin?
You would have had to change your plan from the beginning, because you left the S-Tech only because of this.
Yeah, I should have just S-Tech Shotty.
Namitai, I believe, had D-Pow left and got a D-Tech, so very, very close. And then failed the going back for D-Pow. So, the next race, when do you two want to do it?
Funny. All of us had the same A-Pow, all of us had the same A.
Right, well, the A-Tech makes sense. And you all had, like, S and A-Pows that make sense, right?
My C-Pow makes no sense.